It's your boy King Eric the Great coming at y'all with another video. And I think this one here was pretty hilarious when I was looking at it. I was sitting back watching some old interviews of the late Tupac Shakur. And I wanted to peep the game out that he had with the one that he had with Richie Rich. Possibly one of the most funniest, unfiltered, uncensored, unpolitically correct interviews he ever did. This was Tupac at his rawest. And the funny part is what I wanted to notice about this interview, and this is for anybody that wants to take on podcasting, that wants to get into journalism, study this interview. Definitely study this interview because if you really look at it, you could clearly see that Pac was animated, but he was also drunk, he was also high, and the interviewer coming in, he had that whole beta male energy. He found it was like Tupac and Richie Rich pretty much intimidated him. And Pac's energy was so dominant that he ended up taking over the interviewing, asking himself his own question. And see, the interviewer, he looked very timid. He started asking Pac questions, and Pac was giving him simple answers. He looked like he was clearly bored. And Pac was telling him to his face, he was like, "You ask me some weak questions, I'm gonna answer it. Boy, ask me some real shit." And he tried again, but then Pac just got extra animated because y'all know how he is when he gets passionate. He was also high, he was also drunk. And the interviewer just looked at the camera. He just looked like a lost puppy. And it got to the point where the cameraman, he even tried to help old dude out with the Menace to Society question, and that's what got Pac riled up again. And notice this too, where the guy tried to intervene, Pac was like, "Hold up, you had your turn, fall back." I was like, whoa. They literally just hijacked this interview for this guy. So what I would do is this. Sometimes you gotta lay the law down. You gotta be like, look, you can't let nobody come in your platform and disrespect you like that or punk you on your own platform. You gotta stand your ground. And yes, him getting punked also gave us some classic quotables that are used and sampled from Pac to this day. So maybe him being humiliated and embarrassed end up being a blessing for us fans because this is probably the most unfiltered, ignorant, ratchet, mixed with intelligent delivery and brutally honest Tupac we ever get because he had a lot going on in his life at the time. He was doing movies with Janet Jackson. He was getting beat up by the police. He had Dan Quayle on his back. He was young. He was 21, from poverty, coming into Hollywood, living it up, eating pizza, getting high, cussing cops out. This is an interview, a historic interview right here. And the interviewer, even though he was a sacrificial lamb and got pumped, he sacrificed himself and got us the best content, the best content out there from Pop. And we never even heard from this guy again. I don't know if this guy ever got another gig again. But nevertheless, I'm going to put the link to the interview right here for those who are just wondering what I'm talking about. But I just wanted to make a little funny observation here about this interview here. It's like, if you're going to get into this game, you got to study it. Don't be afraid also to cancel the show if you get punked like that, because your integrity is your bond. So check this interview out. Subscribe to the channel. Leave comments. Do whatever you do. And I'm out.